Well, I'm back. Okay, so today's look is going to be inspired by the telenovela I was watching, which is called False Identity, but I'm not going to try and say it in Spanish because I don't want to mess up. But the character Circe Gaona, her personality and everything just motivates me to be a boss ass bitch, It is what it is. So I'm going to recreate her basic look that I've seen throughout the whole show. I'm so upset I just finished it today. Now I don't know what else to watch. But I have to find season 2 somewhere, so yeah, so I'm just going to recreate her whole vibe, her whole look, what she basically her basic makeup tutorial on Circe Gaona. Yeah, so if you want to see me recreate it, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with the primer. My favorite primer at the moment is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I only ever use this primer. Let me take off my scrunchie. I only ever use this primer. I am married now. Just so everyone's has a heads up on what's new. I am married now. I've been married for about a month now. I'll be married 2 months on the 18th. But I'm just going to put this all over my face. I think I put too much, but that's okay. I will be looking on the side because I have my mirror here just to make sure I get everything. I'm not really feeling this background anymore because it's not smooth how I want it. But I know it's because I heard you need an ironing thingy or a steamer, if that's what it's called. So I'm going to be using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 3. Ooh, I dropped it. I'm going to be putting that on the back of my hand, just a small amount, and then I'm going to take my ring finger and just dab it on my eye, and then I will blend it out with a beauty blender just so it's set in place. We want to start off with a clean base for this look. She's basically pretty flawless in the skin and everything, so we're just going to keep it as skin-like and basically kind of bronze ourselves up a bit because she is on the more tanner side if you've seen the show. For those of you that are probably how are you gonna watch a telenovela and don't speak Spanish? English subtitles. So it does help me kind of understand more. My husband is Hispanic, so his family is all Hispanic, so it does help me know more about what they're saying when you hear them speaking Spanish and the subtitles translate for you. I've actually caught on to more of what they're saying, so it's actually kind of cool. The more I'm pretty sure I watch, the more I could probably start speaking Spanish. Okay, so now I'm just going to be taking the Neutrogena Shine Control. Can't even talk today either. I almost hit pan. You can see it. Excuse me. I'm just going to be taking I guess I'll just use the beauty blender, but on the opposite side, and just dap in it, pounce in it, and just set my eye. We want it to be pretty matte. And if you hear the door opening and closing, it's just my son leaving the room. I use my closet for basically my makeup space until we have a better housing situation. We live in a duplex, so it's hard to have my own beauty room where I can just lock myself out and then just have my own time. But my oldest son, who is 4, he takes forever to fall asleep. My youngest son is already asleep, so best of both worlds. So now let's go into the eye look. So for her look, it's basically pretty neutral all the way. So I have the Jaclyn Hill palette with Morphe, and this one is Armed and Gorgeous. So it looks like this. I just don't want the reflection of the camera. So yeah, it looks like this. So we're basically going to be sticking to the neutral shades and building up the look that way. So the first one I'm going to be going in with is Access, which is this like mustardy yellow shade. And I'm just going to take that on a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush, which is JH31, and just like lightly buffing that in my inner corner to blend out. Her whole vibe and the whole show is like badass. Like, she's like my favorite character in the show. But you know, like some parts she really pissed me off. I'm like, how could you? Like, no, why? What did they ever do to you? But you know, it all ties in together, but still like, excuse me. And then some of the characters that are in the show are on the Jenny Rivera show, which that is a good other like telenovela about, but it's about Jenny Rivera's life. Next I'm going to, I don't know why I held it up like that. Next I'm going to be going in with the shade Agent right here and just blending that in my crease. Basically I'm going to start light and then end up going darker. She does have more of like a darker neutral type crease, well not crease but like type color on her lid. She doesn't really go too crazy. She basically just had neutral eye makeup, but her lips are always bold. But the most I've seen, it's always a red color. A couple of times I've seen it like a pink, but it was mostly like red throughout the whole show. And now I'm going to be going in with the shade Secure. If you guys have any other telenovela recommendations, please let me know, because they're actually pretty more interesting than like American soap opera. But yeah. Next I'm going to be going in with the shade Smooth Criminal. And I'm just going to use the same brush. I use this brush for like all my neutral looks. So like even I just clean it off right before I use it. I need to wash my brushes though, because I haven't washed them in like so long. So with the darker color, I'm going to be taking it on my outer crease, and then bringing it in to make it more darker. As you can tell, like between the difference, like this one's more darker than this one. This would be good for like a fall look too, if you just want to do something simple and natural. But can we low-key talk about the Aventura and Bad Bunny video that came out? Like, oof, oof, child. They really said, let's make history. And they did. Because you cannot go wrong with Aventura. Ever. Okay. So now that the eyes are done, I know for a fact she had, what are they called? Eyelash extensions. I know she had that. But we're going to be using the Maybelline New York Sky High Lash mascara. Drew a blank for no reason. But I'm just going to be using that. Because I don't have any big enough lashes to mimic her eyelashes. So we'll just use what we have. All my lashes are natural lashes because I've tried some big ones. Okay, that's why we don't have foundation on or concealer. I've tried like big lashes and I don't know if it's just me in general, but I do not like them. Okay. Tea break. Let's have an ASMR moment. Okay, now back to reality. Okay, so now that we have like our lashes, let's go ahead and do the base. So, been loving this ever since I went to Tampa International Mall and got this foundation. It is the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation, medium to full coverage, and I am the shade Filter Medium 14. I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild foundation brush, and I like to just do this first. Foundation is all off, I'm going to be going in with the Pro Concealer by LA Girl and just doing my under eye. This might be like a little darker, but I just need something under there. Like low-key, I'm already kind of feeling this look. Like I would wear this every day, but I don't have time in the morning to do my makeup because of what I do for work. I'm a regional manager at an ice cream shop. Like, I really don't have time. And then now they're enforcing masks again. Like, we got away with not wearing any for a while, but now since COVID is rising up, now we have to wear a mask again. Like, it's literally irritating. But whatever. I'm so over this COVID crap. Like, I just want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be able to go around everywhere with, I mean, granted, some places don't have to wear a mask, but still, like, why do we have to wear one? Okay, going back with my Neutrogena Shine Control. Opposite end. Doing, like, that just broke off in my lap. I like to, like, do this. Take it and just, like, press it into the skin so it gives me, like, a matte finish, which is what her look was. Her face was always matte, like, granted, like the scenes where she had to like do stuff, like, you know, obviously she was sweating, but most of the time like her face was matte. So we're just going to give that same effect so we can do the inspired look. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, I'll try and like insert a photo of her somewhere in the video. Are matte as can be. Don't really like to be that matte. Just because I'm oily, I like to have a little shine. For the tea, if you guys are wondering, it's the Yogi tea, and it's like soothing caramel. And then I just put like a stick of cinnamon. I broke it in half and just put it in there. So now we are going to go in with the under eye. I'm going to be taking this Jaclyn Hill by Morphe makeup brush. It's the JH52 and it's just like a little pencil brush. And going back in with that palette, I'm going to be taking that Access color and mixing it with Agent just so it's like a softer brown. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, and just running it under my lash line. And then so now I'm going to be using my favorite eyeliner, which is the MAC Costa Riche. Half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. So So I'm just gonna pull my mirror forward and like lean and do my eye. And then just going back with my pencil brush and just kind of like looking up and smoking the bottom part. And now taking the mascara and just doing my lower lashes. We are good. Since we're done with like all that, I like to put all the makeup I'm done with on the side just so I can get it out of the way and know what I'm focused on. So now I'm going to be bronzing myself with the Morphe Glam Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in the shade Mastermind. And it's like this big old pan. I think it was like maybe $10. I don't really know. And then I'm going to be going in with this Jaclyn and Morphe brush in the shade JH05 just to have like a deeper contour in like this area. And then I'll probably go in with, or I am going to go in with the bigger brush just to make sure everything temples of your head. We want to be as bronzed as we can just because she's more of the on the tanner side, so we just want to be tan. Okay, now we're going to be taking the JH02 like big bronzing brush and just like blending that on this side and all over my. Okay. So she didn't really do much highlighter, but I have to have a highlighter. So going in with this Unicorn Dust Trend Beauty by Trend Beauty, and I'm going to be mixing in the shade Mystical and Dreamer, which are these two shades right here. Taking the Jaclyn Hill JH09 brush and just like patting both of them, and then just doing that.
No fucking way.
I like to have a shiny forehead. On the nose, on the just a quick dust on the chin. I forgot to do my inner eye. So going back with that pencil brush with the same shades, we're just gonna make it a little bright in there. Like I'm feeling this, like, who is she? It's me, bitch. Okay. So now that we're done with that, one more sip. Beep the glow. Okay. We are going to go in with our eyebrows, and I always use the Anastasia brow stuff. So this one is the dark brown powder duo. And I'm just going to take the Jaclyn Hill like double-ended brush, taking the dark brown, and just kind of like filling in. Her eyebrows like really weren't that defined. They were basically just filled in. They weren't too crazy, just more like of a natural defined. So I'm just going to follow my natural brow shape and just fill it in to make it just a little darker than what it usually is. From there. So like I said, natural fill. And you want to make sure your brows are sisters, not twins. I mean, yeah, sisters, not twins. But I always have that one eyebrow that doesn't want to cooperate. I'm gonna try and do like my fill-in for my brows. And it's this eye. This eye is my complicated eyebrow. It takes so long for this one to even get like somewhat dark. Ooh, but I kind of like it. Like, just nothing too crazy. Excuse me. I'm also going to be taking that pencil brush and with the same highlight do under my brows. Just to give it like a little shine. Because I'm kind of like updating her look a little bit with today's like more aesthetic. Because the show was in 2018, but I guess the newer episodes are like 2021. So I'm just gonna take out my clips and finish off the rest of the look. So I'll be right back. Just had to go somewhere really quick, but we are going to now do the lips, which will take more concentration. But I'm going to be going in with the Morphe It's Vintage lip liner. Is this orange? Ugh, it's like an orange. I thought it was like a red because this looks more like a orangey red. So we're just gonna like, oh, it's not too bad. I kind of just want to like do like I'm gonna say it before I do it, a light outline to make my lips a little bit bigger, just because hers were more of like a poutier lip than mine is. I barely have any lips. So we're going to just try our best to overline a little bit. Overline a little bit just to give us that pout. So now that I've kind of outlined it with orange, we're going to go in with the red one, which is in the shade Hustle and Heels. So I'm going to try, like, I heard there was a sharpener at the other end, and we're just going to sharpen this to get it like a fine point. Just so we can kind of like overline with the red, which I should have done, but I feel like the pencil was more helpful. I should have done the red first because you can see like the orange outline, but from far away she's working it. Okay, as I got like the makeup on my hand, so we're just going to like brush my hair out a bit, and then we'll get like her finished look. My hair's just not cooperating with me today. Probably because I need to wash it. I wash it like every other day. So let's just kind of like bring it to the front. Bring this one to the front. So this is the final look. My Circe Gaona inspired makeup look. I wouldn't even be mad to wear this every day. Like, look at me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm really like obsessing over it. Looking in the mirror, I'm like obsessing over this look. I'm not too fond of my lips right now, but with a better lip liner. And like, I wish it would be dark enough to like color this part in. Dude, I have full lips. Like, who needs lip fillers when you can literally make your lips look big? What I have to do is like line a whole bunch over, but I have full lips now with the power of makeup instead of getting lip injections, which I'm probably still gonna get lip injections just because it's more easier. But yeah, so this is my Circe Gaona inspired look. Hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.